Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Hands to Hester, and Hester, yep, got it, 5 out of 5.
From carrying each other to a natty to carrying each other on the air.
Flynn is back to throw for the end zone goal.
Live from the Raising Cane studio, it's Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in. Hour number 3 here on Off the Bench. Live from the Raising Cane studio. Time flies when you're having some fun. I can't believe it's already in the 3rd hour. Flynn, Alondra, Tay Tay in studio. Cane the dog, holding it down. Hadn't said a word all week. Pretty much an awful co-host. We got the super big game coming up this weekend. Some call it the Super Bowl. Some call it the big game, depending on how you're using it in a phrase and what airwaves you're using. Taylor, you kind of like brought the house down yesterday with some fantastic fun facts and some ways to really get some deep thought into the outcome of this game. Of course, we talked about God's locks with the Pope, the new Pope, sending the Seahawks. Every time there's a new Pope, sending the Seahawks. We talked about teams that travel west always winning if they're playing teams that are traveling east. What else was there? What am I missing?
Drake May's last name's too short.
Drake May's last name. There's never been
wrong initials.
There's never been a quarterback to win a Super Bowl with 4 letters or less in his last name. And there's also never been a quarterback with the initials DM win the Super Bowl, which
or first name and last name end in the same letter.
Oh, that's right. That's what it was.
Drake here.
That's right. So now you got a lot to live up to here, but did you do some deep dives? Did you scour the internet? Did you find the end of the internet for
These
some
are better.
more?
These are better.
These are
yesterday's.
better?
I think so.
Don't. You don't do that.
Look,
that's a rookie mistake. You don't do that. Don't build it up too much.
There'll be a give and take. Some
Sure.
will be, but I think it's better. It's a deeper dive for sure. Look, the first one we'll give the Patriots a little bit of love here. This actually came from CBS. It's the 10th Super Bowl rematch in NFL history. The winner of the first meeting, 6-3 in the second meeting. So advantage New England on that one. That's the boring one. Let's get that out of the way.
Okay.
And also, these came from me. Like I scoured the globes and the interweb yesterday to do this.
Straight from Walker, right here.
Okay, so and then actually shout out to Jacob Hester. His comment about Dan Marino losing the Super Bowl in the Bay Area, I started thinking, hey, are there any other similarities? There's a lot. So Jake kind of had that idea in my head. I wanted to do some digging. So Dan Marino lost the Super Bowl, obviously initials DM.
Mm-hmm.
In the Bay Area. Now, it wasn't in San Francisco, but it was right there. It was Stanford Stadium in Santa Clara. Who did he lose that game to? The San Francisco 49ers, where this game is taking place. Dan Marino, Drake May, obviously both DM initial-wise. Dan Marino made the Super Bowl in his second season when he was just 23 years old. Drake May is in his second year, and he is also 23 years old. He will be 24 in August. Dan Marino's squad, 14 regular season wins. New England Patriots, 14-3 in the regular season under Drake May this year. There's your other similarity. And this is the one you're really going to love.
Okay.
Well, so first off, the Seahawks and Niners, who Marino lost to the Niners, both 1 seeds.
Okay.
In the NFC coming into that game. Dan Marino lost to San Francisco 49ers quarterback Joe Montana. If you combine his first and last names, that is a total of 10 letters.
Oh, boy.
Sam Darnold, 10 letters, first and last name.
I like that one. That one's a good one. So DMs, not good in the Bay Area versus 10-letter quarterback names. You didn't write a column on this? This needs to be national news.
No, but Joe Montana, 10 letters. Sam Darnold, 10 letters. Both the 1 seed. And then the Marino Drake May comparisons are off the charts.
They're off the charts. Both in the AFC East as well. So Seahawks, right? All signs that you have told us in the last 2 days do point to the Seahawks winning, which is probably all those reasons are probably why they're 4.5-point favorite currently.
Right. I mean, the Pope gives them 2 points anyways. I mean, that's the biggest one of all.
Yep.
Just them making it there. But no, I mean, look, Marino, 23 years old, Drake May, 23. Second season for both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Both 23 years old. DM in their letters.
Yep.
Both in the same division. I mean, it's just both playing this game in the Bay Area. And Marino actually lost to the 49ers. I mean, it's a lot.
Pope Leo is from Chicago, right?
Yes.
First American Pope. Got to think he's a Bears fan. Which
I know he's a White Sox fan for baseball.
He's got to be a Bears fan. Which means he's probably a Caleb Williams fan, which means he probably is not a Drake May fan because they're in the same draft class, and he probably wants Caleb Williams to be the best quarterback out of that draft class. So I would say he's probably rooting against them, against the Patriots.
I would imagine. It's like when
I would imagine. You got to think so. You got to think the Pope wants the Seahawks to win.
The Steelers-Ravens game, winner went to the playoffs, remember, and the Steelers had the priest come in and bless the end zone, which is where the Ravens missed it. A lot of things line up this year. I mean, that happened.
Well, Andre, do you feel
like
how do you feel about this? There's a lot of Pope correlation here.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not locked in. You're not buying this whole initial thing.
I honestly didn't hear what the fun fact. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you got a lot to do.
But
You got a lot of buttons pushed back there. A lot of.
I mean, I'm Catholic, so I'm obviously going with the Pope's team. Like it's the Seahawks.
Right.
He's look at the signs. Sometimes you don't want to see the signs.
They're unbelievable and undeniable. So let's not deny it. They're 4.5-point favorites for a reason. I wonder if anybody at Media Row is talking about these things.
Probably not.
No, you're not getting this kind of info.
No.
And I know what you're going to say. No one cares as much. No one at Media Row has this kind of time on their hands, guys. That's exactly what it boils down to.
Hey, good for the ESPN team at Unsportsmanlike, that show. The show, that, of course, is aired on 104.5 here before that we start. They are usually on the East Coast, so they start they're like at 6 a.m. East Coast, so they start at like 5 a.m. Central Time. Well, they had their show going today. And
On Media Row?
On Media Row.
I bet it was quiet as hell.
They started at what time? Because it starts 6 our time. Would it have been 4
I think it would have been 4 a.m. their time. They must have started. Maybe they started an hour later, but they were on when I got in my car at like 5:45 this morning. And they usually start at 5 p.m. Central, which would be, I guess that'd be 3 a.m. West Coast. So I don't know. They started at 4 or 5 a.m. this morning West Coast. So shout out to them. Now they all sounded pretty tired, pretty bad.
Yeah.
But they got there. They woke up eventually.
There's nobody I doubt there's anybody in the convention center at 5 a.m.
There's probably like
so there's
4
zero
morning
juice
shows.
and probably no reason to do your show from there if there's nobody there.
Zero
That was the
reason.
whole reason why Off the Bench didn't go.
Yeah.
Because we would have we couldn't work it out with Jake's schedule, and we would have had to be there at 5 in the morning. There's literally no point in doing that.
Yeah.
So yeah, shout out to them, I guess.
Well, I guess they have like other obligations. They got like, I'm sure they have an ESPN like Super Bowl party. They got a network. It's probably part of their contract.
Yeah.
Which is great. But how much can you network when you got to go to bed at like 7?
Right.
Because your show starts at 3.
It's so funny. When I was getting out of the truck, I had Unsportsmanlike on in the background, and as I'm getting out, so it's about 6 a.m., they're like, Damian Woody joining us next. I'm like, why the hell is Damian Woody in that convention center at 4 a.m.?
Doubt.
He's not doing a show.
No. He came there specifically because he had a contractual obligation to be there at that time because, my God, a lot of juice. So, yeah, I wasn't like too sad we weren't at the show starting at 5 a.m.
Oh, yeah,
West Coast time.
No, that
You're right there. There's no one there to
literally
interview.
no point.
That's the reason you're there is to
Right.
go and interview.
Yeah.
And those people get interviewed, they want to be interviewed because they're all like selling some sort of random product.
Yeah, or even to have some sort of like background noise. I'm sure it just sounded like they were echoing.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Also, Matt, bad news. Moscona stole one of our interviews yesterday.
What?
Yep, 5:15 segment. Jacob Hester. Yep, Jake went on the show, and you know what?
Excuse me?
It was a full 10-minute segment.
You know what? I texted Jake a little while ago. Guess what? Guess what he responded with?
Crickets.
Nothing.
We went on with Matt. The other Matt.
He's given us as much content today as Kane the dog is.
Kane's cute, though.
Kane is cute. I'm saving our official Super Bowl predictions. That's going to be tomorrow. We're going to do a prop bet pontoon parlay. Now, this isn't the prop bet that we've been doing all week, like the random one. These are like the actual, like, receiving yards, turnovers, passing yards, touchdowns. So I want everybody to study up a little bit. We are going to do a pontoon parlay tomorrow as well as our Super Bowl predictions. Or, excuse me, Super Big Game Bowl.
Got to tell you, it's going to be hard to not pick the Seahawks after all these connections.
You just gotta look at the Godlocks.
The Godlocks. Well, the Seahawks on paper are the better team. They're a really good team. There's no weaknesses. They have a fantastic defense. How is the Patriots going to attack that defense? Now, Patriots defense, of course, there's no slouches themselves. The Seahawks have proven all year that they can win these defensive matchups. Sam Darnold doesn't have to be a world beater to win games because he has such a good. They've won some tight, low-scoring games, so they are completely capable of playing that. Well, the same can be said for the Patriots as well. I think it's the closer I'm getting to it. I don't know if it's because I'm getting closer to the game. The closer I'm getting to the game, the more excited I am about the matchup. I know we've talked about it all week. There's not as much juice to this game as we would certainly like. But the closer I'm getting, I am getting excited. We set up. We're going to be hosting a little bit of a Super Bowl party at the house too.
It's just going to be me and Victoria, but I'm going to play the what'd you call it, the Super Bowl Squares game?
Super Bowl Squares.
I've never done it.
Really?
And I think me and Victoria are going to do it this year. I think so.
I mean, it's 100 squares to fill out though, bud.
Is it 100 squares?
Yeah.
Is there like an abbreviated 20?
No, because you got to go your columns and your rows all 0 through 9 horizontally on the columns, then on the rows 0 through 9.
Bingo was 5.
And then one side is like the Seahawks, one side will be the Patriots. So you take the last number of the score for that, and then you see which cell it's on. And that person wins the first quarter pot, second quarter pot, third quarter, fourth quarter in the game. It's a great game.
Well, I'm going to have to print this out when I get home and work on this today.
Yeah, it'll be tough. A two-person squares game, it'll be tough because it's usually you put $1 in for a square or whatever dollar amount you want to do. Or maybe it's not a dollar amount. Maybe it's a beer. Maybe it's whatever. Some sort of ante for each square.
You know what we may do? We may alter it a little bit. Make our own. Thinking blank bingo cards. She gets one, I get one. Let's fill them out. Boom, done.
You can do it. Well,
that type of thing.
Yeah, I gave you a prop bet. 23 questions. You could do it with her.
Yeah.
That'd be a fun one.
It's true.
Because people that don't watch a lot of football, they're there for the entertainment. They're not gonna care about, is it 7.5 receptions for this player? They're gonna care about the color of Gatorade, national anthem. Everybody can get into the length of the national anthem. Celebrities on commercials. I think they'll like that. Anyway, moral of the story is the closer we get to this game, as little juice as we kind of had towards the beginning of the week, I'm getting more excited about the matchup the more we talk about it. Drake May has a shoulder injury, they're saying, as well. Nobody really knows what that is, but I got a hard time believing that's anything too serious. I'm reading something right now. I haven't read this yet. The second youngest quarterback to start a Super Bowl. Drake May. Is that right? We'll fact check it. But we're going to come back. We are going to do we have Munchies next segment, or is that 9:30?
Yeah.
All right, next segment. Fantastic. We got Chef Michael Johnson LSU head executive chef, to the stars over there, to the athletes over there. Going to join us for our weekly segment that we love every single week. So stick with us. We'll come back and get a little Munchies going right here on Off the Bench.
Off the bench.
Or go to trashrangers.com, trashrangers.com, the experts, Louisiana's leader in trash removal services. Trash removal pickup from your commercial, your place of business, your home, wherever it is. So if you're looking to upgrade your trash removal service at your place of business, give them a call. Tell them what you're doing, what you do for your business, how many people, how much trash you make, what your average trash pickup is, and they can customize it to you. If you need 1 pickup a week, if you need 6 pickups a week, it doesn't really matter. If you need a roll-off dumpster, if you're doing something a little specialized, you got a specialized cleanup. If you have something you just got to get rid of, that's not a normal thing. They got 3 sizes of roll-off dumpsters to choose from, flat rate pricing. So they're going to pick it up. They're going to drop it off. You're going to fill it. They're going to pick it up. They're going to take it, dump it, and they're not going to have any extra fees on top. Flat rate pricing. And parade season is starting. So Trash Ranger Sanitation, get that portable toilet ready for your party and your parade route. Go check them out, trashrangers.com.
From the locker room to the airwaves, it's Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
All right, welcome back here, Off the Bench. Hour number 3. Thursday morning, so you know what that means. One of our favorite segments all week, certainly one of our most favorite conversations all week. Our Munchie segment with Chef Michael Johnson. We got him right here joining the show. Chef, how we doing?
I'm great. How are you guys?
We are doing fantastic. Jake is actually in San Francisco right now,
Awesome.
enjoying Media Row, so you just got me today.
Yeah, okay, that's cool.
So what's going on? How we doing this week?
Oh, man, enjoying the weather.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
You done any, you shot anything this week? Doing any hunting?
Went hog hunting last weekend, but I've been enjoying the warmth of my home this week. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
I tolerate the 30s, but when it gets down into the 20s, I get a little, my knees seize up a little bit.
No more hiking around. No more stalking out there. When it gets cold.
I'm good.
Well, Chef, we got the Super Bowl this weekend. Are you do you get excited for the Super Bowl, like the game itself, or is it just more kind of the act, the thought of it's the final football game of the year? Going to congregate with some friends, some family, and just have a good little time.
Well, I'm like I absolutely get excited about it when the Chiefs are in it because that's my team. But I like to watch the Super Bowl, and especially because I say the Chiefs are my team, but now since I've been here at LSU and we've graduated and had so many guys draft and go to the pros, it's really difficult not to cheer for other teams. And there's teams that I absolutely loathe, and I have somebody that plays for that team, and so I'll cheer for him when they're on defense. I cheer for the linebacker, whatever. But we got 5 guys playing for the Pats this weekend, and I worked for the Seahawks for 3 years, so that's a tough split for me, man. I have a real emotional spot for working for the Seahawks, but we have 5 playing for the Pats, so that's a tough thing to cheer against, right? So
I was going to bring that up because you had a few years with working for the Seahawks and working up there in Seattle, which Seattle is a fantastic culinary spot too, with all the fresh seafood and like different types of seafood, certainly than we get down here in the Gulf. I had so many like cool things up there that I've never even heard of down here. So how was that experience? Like, do you have like any memorable experience, like specifically that was around the Seahawks, whether it was during a game with players or anything like that?
Well, first of all, they treated me really well. I only left the Seahawks to move down here to be closer to my kids. It had been, an unfortunate circumstance of divorce, and so I had been looking to move down here, and so God found me this job, and I'm grateful for LSU. But the Seahawks treated me amazingly well, and one of my favorite things, to tout about, I guess, is when I got to the Seahawks, they were ranked 28th out of 32 teams. and the voice of the fan. So the voice of the fan survey is they send out emails to all of their season ticket holders and get feedback as to the food and the culture of the building and so on and so forth. So when they brought me over there, I resigned from the Mariners and went over to the Seahawks. We were ranked 28th out of 32, and before the season was over, we were ranked third. And so, it was a change of culture. It was and supportive of Seahawks, right? Like that's what they were looking for. They wanted a culture shift in the building, and we went from hot dogs and beer to, pork belly banh mi, and just developed all these really cool. We kind of brought a taste of Seattle into the building, right? And in doing so, I got to socialize with all these chefs, outside in Seattle, and we had a street market there that was it was set up in the stadium that we brought street tacos in and Thai curry in and stuff like that, and so we were trying to create a cross section of Seattle in the building, and in doing that, I built all these relationships with chefs, and man, there's not too many places I can walk into in Seattle and not know the chef and then be like, oh my, hey dude, great to see you. Here's the seat. We're going to take care of you. And it's never like I'm never expecting anything, and they're always, they get upset if I don't say that I'm there, right? Like you're supposed to let me know when you come, so your dining experience is great. So I don't know that there was a deep amount of camaraderie amongst the culinarians there, and it's just something that I think is really beautiful.
Do you think that like Seattle is not from like a bougie standpoint, but like one of the more foodie cities that doesn't like really get talked about in that aspect?
Absolutely. The food to table culture up there is incredible, and the camaraderie amongst it is incredible. That they're very much in touch with the environment, which I applaud. It's not just reaping and taking. There's a thoughtfulness to the people who bring you the food. There's a thoughtfulness to the process that it takes to bring the food to you, be the fishermen or the apple farmers, or and the beer and the wine and the cider and all that ties into it as well. It's I don't know, the food scene up there is really strong, and it's not to compare it to New Orleans. New Orleans is incredible and wonderful, just in a different way, right? And so,
you can get lost in that food, the famous food market over there. You can get lost in that thing.
You know what I love about Seattle, though, is it has a very rich, authentic culture from, ethnic foods. The Thai curry that's there is it's superb, and the Japanese sushi is run by Japanese people, and it's this guy Shiro that I worked with, he was incredible, man. I mean, one of my favorite dining experiences ever happened in his restaurant, right? And so it's not just the mom and pop and the comfort foods that flourish up there. They have some really great ethnic foods that are super authentic, and it's enjoyable.
Yeah, no one's gonna know what I mean when I say this, but you'll know what I mean when you first taste a Copper River salmon. It's a little bit different up there. My God,
it is too. And people think that I'm bougie because of this, but I don't eat Atlantic salmon. I don't like Atlantic salmon. I like Pacific salmon, and Copper River salmon is even, that's the salmon of salmons, if you will. It's clean water, fresh, cold, clean water, and man, it's beautiful. And even the Columbia River salmon, and I kind of, people think I'm weird about this, but I love steelhead trout. And part of the reason I love steelhead trout is because it is it's a elusive creature to fish, right? And so, I mean, if you've ever been fishing for a steelhead on a small river, it's super clear water up there. They can see you coming. They don't bite. They don't feed the same way fish down here do out of aggression or territorialism. They bat it with their head, and it's super frustrating, man. You have to know what's going on, and it'll take you years to perfect, even catching a fish. And so eating a steelhead, every time I eat one, I'm like, yeah, here we go, one
here
for
we
me.
Go.
Yeah, right.
Count it.
Yep.
All right, so speaking of fish, we got some questions here in the chat. Hashtag Munchies. We're doing a fish fry for the Super Bowl. What seasoning does chef prefer in his fry batter?
Usually I just kind of make my own with onion and garlic stuff. I have relationships with Tony's Seafood and Tony's Sasheries. So I don't ever shy away from either one of those places. But it's going to be a Louisiana seasoning. I don't know. It's difficult for me to get away from Tony's just because it's familiar and it's everywhere, right? But I love the people at Louisiana Fish Fry too. So I think either one of those is an easy one. But I also like making my own. I like it spicy. I like it, kind of different. I put like powdered black garlic in my stuff sometimes. I just play around with it, man. And even when I find something I like, I might tweak it next time because I might like it even better. So I just encourage people to, if it works and the kids are eating it and you enjoy it, do it. Great. Write it down and share it with your kids like your grandma did.
There you go. Write on a note card, and like the measurements mean nothing. We have one recipe from my grandmother, and it says just a hunk of butter.
Yeah,
just a hunk of butter, baby.
There's not a hunk too big for it.
There's not a hunk too big. That's right.
I love it.
Hashtag Munchies. What's on Chef's Super Bowl menu for Sunday?
Oh man, relaxation is number one.
There we go.
I usually go for the easy wings, man. I'm a fan of wings in football, and call me simple or whatever, man. It matter not, I like wings, man, and I might even throw some in the fridge. I don't know if you know that about me, Matt, but I like cold fried chicken.
Oh, cold fried chicken's amazing.
Yeah.
Cold grilled wings are incredible. Maybe not fried, but grilled for sure.
No, and I don't like them breaded either. Like I like cold, cold fried naked wings. Naked. Yep.
I like nothing better than like a smoked or grilled wing, and then after it is, then toss it in a little buffalo sauce, and you
you got something there. And we actually do a sweet tea brine on our wings here before we smoke them, and it's incredible. You basically make sweet tea and salt the heck out of it so that it's a brine, and you put a ton of sugar in it. You have 2-to-1 salt to sugar, and then you brew your sweet tea and you soak them overnight and then smoke them. And I tell you what, brother, it's something that'll make you salivate.
Speaking
for sure.
my language with wings right there.
Yeah.
Hey, Chef, so a couple of years ago for a Super Bowl party, we had some friends come over and enjoy the game, but we always like to do some sort of theme or something. For this one specific one, we did a butter tasting. So all butter is a little bit different. So we were trying to figure out which store-bought butter was the absolute best. So we had like the same pieces of bread. We had all these blind taste tests of butter. And so I wanted to ask you, like, do you make your own butter, or do you have like a preferred butter that you buy? I'm sure there's like a everyday cooking butter, but then there's like this butter when you got this nice piece of sourdough bread, you got some sort of something, you want to like spice it up a little bit.
So I always use unsalted butter. I don't like to use salted butter. So whatever it is, it's almost certainly going to be an unsalted butter. And like price per pound, I don't know if you've ever had those rolls of Amish butter, but I absolutely love it, man. It
comes in like the wax paper.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh-huh.
It it might be $20 for that big roll, but it's like 3 pounds of butter, and it's not it might be $20, but it's good butter, man. And you have to pay attention to, you have to appreciate that the Amish have their process, right? And I don't know, there's Plugra that's pretty good, and there's the Irish butter, and I know that European cream style butters are really good, and all of them have their pros and cons. But if it's me buying, I almost go for that Amish butter, man. It's really great for the price structure that it is, and it's a hunk of butter.
It's a hunk of butter. It's a wholesale option right there. Yeah. So I must tell you, I'll tell you the results from ours. It was Presidente butter came in second.
Okay.
Plugra came in first. Now, price per ounce. Now, we ain't touching the Amish butter price per ounce. But if you're looking to impress a little bit, it was pretty fantastic. And we also had all sorts of different salts as well that people brought, like a black lava salt, a pink salt. It was a bougie little tasting.
Yeah, I've got Plugra in my refrigerator right now, brother.
There we go.
The place that used to sell the Amish butter doesn't sell it anymore, so I buy Plugra.
You got to settle for the Plugra.
I know, yeah.
I got it. Well, Chef, we can't thank you enough for the time. We hope you have a great weekend. Get that rest. Get you a little nap for Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Enjoy some commercials, and I hope somebody cooks you wings this weekend.
Me too, brother. That's a good idea, yeah.
All right, Chef, I appreciate it. We'll talk to you next week.
Take care. Bye.
All right, there he is, Chef Michael Johnson. Love talking to him. Such great insight. And I know we kind of got off on the Seattle culinary thing, but I could imagine that him being up there, like it's a pretty cool deal up there. The seafood up there is fantastic. So I got to imagine that he might be subtly pulling for the Seahawks just because of food. Anyway, we're going to close out the show here. We got
Do you know about the Pope?
That's what I should have brought it
Yeah.
up. I should have brought the Pope thing. You know when the Vatican
That's
pops
the biggest
smoke.
tell.
You know the Vatican pops that smoke.
But they don't
Seahawks
pop
are
the
in.
smoke for anybody.
They don't pop the smoke for anybody, but when they do,
The Seahawks.
Seahawks go to the Super Big Game Bowl. What are you laughing at?
Super Big Game Bowl.
And if you want to get some of that butter and some of those food, make sure you go to your local Rouse's to do that. Local grocery store. They got them everywhere from Lake Charles all the way to Gulf Shores. Many locations. It seems like they're always adding new locations too because the business is growing. And why are they growing? Because they are the best. They are fantastic. Local company. Headquartered right down there in Thibodaux, actually. Been there a few times. Been to their headquarters. It's fantastic people. Homegrown grocery store, doing it the right way, giving back to the community. Go to their website, rouses.com. You can check out, type in your zip code. You can see the closest Rouses next to you that's near you. You can see all the deals they're running at those specific locations as well. If you have a little Super Bowl party, make sure you're going there. You can get the pre-made dips. You can get the pre-made food. Be the star of the party. Bring the groceries. Bring the heat from Rouses. Go check them out, Rouses. All right, we're going to go to break, and then when we come back, we will keep talking. We're going to try to get Jake on the line. We haven't heard. He is ghosting us. He is Kane the dogging us right now, but we're going to try to get him on the phone, get him on the online. But if we can't, we'll just keep talking about Super Bowl, keep talking about LSU, keep talking about God knows what right here, off the bench.
Off the bench.
All right, go to getgordon.com, getgordon.com. Gordon McKernan, injury attorneys. If you've had a little accident, a little whoopsie-doo, been injured on the job, maybe you've had a little fender bender out there. You know, traffic's great. People be driving crazy out there. People be driving crazy in their cars, big rigs, trucks, whatever it is. If you've been injured, make sure you give them a call. Let them go fight for you. Get exactly what you deserve. A lot of people don't know what to do when things like that happen. Well, the first thing you should do is call Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. And doesn't matter where you are in the state, it's your area code. All about 888-8888. Pretty easy to remember. Just all eights. 225-888-888. 504. I'm not even going to say Jake's. 985. Doesn't matter. Get what you deserve. Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys, the best in the business. Let them fight for you. GetGordon.com.
From the locker room to the airwaves, it's Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
All right, welcome back in here, Off the Bench. Thursday morning. All good things must come to an end, and it's 9:38 already. Fantastic conversation we just had with Chef Michael Johnson, executive chef over there for LSU Athletics, right up there at the football app. So you didn't get a chance to listen. Love hearing him talk about food. Love hearing anybody talk about anything with a passion that he has for whatever you do. And you're really good at it. So fantastic stuff as always. Tell you about Rejuve Me Medical, RejuveMeMedical.com. If you want to feel like your younger self, they have all sorts of services, whether it's weight loss, whether it's peptides, whether it's cosmetics, whether it's hormone replacement. But like specifically, like today, I just want to tell you, like, if you want to feel like your younger self, maybe it's a hormone imbalance. Men specifically, testosterone imbalance. Maybe you're super low. There used to be like a stigma with this, like the testosterone and hormone replacement. But no, it's a medical deal. Like some people just have low. And if you're feeling lethargic, you're not feeling like your old self again, low energy, maybe there is something wrong. So go get it checked out. Get that blood work taken. And there's not that stigma anymore. Like it's not about like being that super jacked up roid head looking dude. No, this is about just being normal. Just getting back to that normal self. Feel like your age. Feel young again. So go check them out. Give them a call. Just have a conversation. Doesn't mean you have to do anything. Just give them a call. Go see them. 13 locations all over Louisiana. Fantastic facility. Fantastic people. All medically supervised. It's what they do over there truly is incredible. Reshape your life. Reshape your body. RejuvenateMedical.com. Hey, we got some big news. The Shuck Truck. Ross Jackson just tweeted this out. Saints quarterback Tyler Shuck has officially been named the 2025 Pepsi Zero Sugar NFL Rookie of the Year. That's right. You heard it. I said it fast. Pepsi Zero Sugar ranked him NFL Rookie of the Year. Now, of course, that's not the NFL Honors Rookie of the Year award that we will hear tonight, but it is some sort of recognition for his efforts. The Pepsi Zero Sugar, it's a quarterback award. We all know that. Every single year, you can count on it like clockwork. Are we excited? Does this give us hope for tonight? What do y'all think?
It might be a sign of things to come.
Maybe.
I mean, there's been a lot of talk around him toward the end of the season. I feel like the odds are pretty in his favor.
Uh-huh.
I know there's other rookies out there, but Tyler Shuck, the stats are there.
So you think him over Tet McMillan?
I think he should. I think the only thing holding him back is maybe people say he hasn't played the whole season, but based on what we saw, yeah.
Right. I mean, McMillan had over 1,000 yards.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Team wins the playoffs. He contributed in every game, 1,000 yards. It's hard to argue.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying he's going to get it, but I mean, there's an argument for it. For sure.
100%.
And he just won the Pepsi Zero one, which is huge.
And the best, huge Pepsi Zero Sugar. And the biggest argument for him is just because we want him to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Just want him to.
Yeah.
Do you think this award right here helps him, helps his card value any? I know you aren't card people, but
for
you
you,
think people
yeah.
look at it?
No,
I think it's a big day for you.
It's a big day
if
for
you
me.
have it. Well, if you have a Shuck card.
I also have some Ted McMillan cards, though.
Oh,
so it's win-win for you.
It's a win-win for me, really. And from a sports card standpoint, I should want the Patriots to win as well. We got some big boy Drake May cards. Been holding. Does anybody drink Pepsi?
No, but I have a question. Do you always use your finger to read?
No, I was just doing it here. I was Vanna White.
Okay.
I was being like Vanna.
I thought it was great. I even panned back to you. I had the full tweet pulled up. I was like, we got to go back.
Yep.
Folks have to see this.
New Orleans Saints. Right here. Look at this. Louisiana Sports.net.
Yeah.
It's not even an L there.
No.
It's just got the shape of Louisiana.
Mm-hmm. Which could be an L.
I drink Diet Coke.
I don't drink Pepsi.
Amount. I don't drink Diet Pepsi.
Y'all know I'm a Dr. Pepper person.
There's only one place I'll drink Pepsi, and it's Taco Bell because that's what they got.
They have Dr. Pepper there.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I get Dr. Pepper.
We got mad when we stopped at Buc-ee's
Oh, yeah.
on Mobile because they don't have Coke in there.
Which is weird because Buc-ee's is a southern, Pepsi's super popular in the northern states, but down here, that's kind of weird.
You could buy it in the refrigerator section in a can or a bottle, but
they didn't have it in the fountain.
nothing
Think about Buc-ee's.
soda
You know what they
doesn't quite
did have?
slap as much as it does at a convenience store
Right.
fountain drink.
Yeah. You know what they did have at the fountain that Jake almost got, that I almost also got?
What?
The Big Red.
Oh, that's right. Mm-hmm.
I was like, this Big Red sounds so good, but it was also 11 o'clock at night.
It's very Texas of you.
Yeah,
to get
we
a
had
Big
just
Red.
got a coffee, so I was like, let me not put more sugar than I need to in my body.
They also do a Buc-ee's, Buc-ee's
They
has
have
their
their
own
own,
soda
yeah.
too. So
Yeah, they do, and
they got a lot of that.
I got that. It's just like Diet Cola, but it's a Pepsi. It's a Pepsi. I mean, they got about 750 things to choose from.
Yeah.
And none of them
Not one Diet
are
Coke on there.
Not one Diet Coke. Like, get out of here with that.
All right, well,
Yeah.
none of us like Pepsi. Maybe this is a bad omen for Tyler Shuck.
Maybe this is a bad
I was saying
omen.
maybe it's a good sign, but
Maybe it is.
I mean,
but
I mean, he's not out here winning the Coke Zero
can I
Rookie of the
say
Year.
it? Can I say Pepsi's kind of trash?
Yeah, I think
You can say it.
Yeah.
I think
We
that's
don't have any Pepsi.
I think
I
that's a
don't-
popular opinion down here.
Cancel culture, though. I don't want to get canceled.
no,
by all
I mean,
the
it's pretty
Pepsi
trash.
heads out there.
Yeah.
I think you're in the vast majority down here.
Yeah, no, it's trash.
Yeah, it's not good.
Now I can only imagine that Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Yeah. Probably
also-
not any good at all.
What's the difference between all those? Like the
Like
Coke or Pepsi
sugar
Zero,
and Diet?
Diet, and then another one? It's basically the same thing. Is it just like a different artificial sweetener?
Some of them got Splenda.
Some of them got Splenda.
I don't actually know.
I think one has
Which is sucralose.
aspartame.
Yeah, there's aspartame. There's sucralose.
Yeah.
Some other kind of lose or tame. Good things to ponder. So, congratulations, we think, to Tyler Shuck. Now that we've diagnosed this whole Pepsi situation, we think it might be a bad sign for tonight. We all on that kind of same page? I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, we're going to see. We're going to cheer him on. We're going to hope that he wins, but I do have a feeling it is going to go to Ted McMillan. Let me ask you this before we go to break. Coach of the Year. This is going to be a highly contested one. I think Vrabel is the odds-on favorite to win as of now, but I don't think there's any other award tonight that has as many people that probably have a really good claim to this award.
That's the toughest one. Like, you look at that list of 5, you could make an argument for, like, a lot of these are, two-man races. But, I mean, you look at that, Liam Cohen, Ben Johnson, Mike McDonald, Kyle Shanahan, Mike Vrabel. Find me one that doesn't belong there.
And you have been on the Duval train.
Yeah, Vrabel leading the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
Well, it's not supposed to be about postseason, right? But it should kind of be.
It is, though. It is, though. I mean, it's 2 days before the Super Bowl. That's when they do these awards. It is. Like, I love what Liam Cohen did. I mean, he did something that literally no other coach had ever done. Vrabel, though, I mean, after not even being a head coach last year, coming in his first season, I think it's got to be Mike Vrabel. Like, Ben Johnson has a great claim to it as well, but
I think any other years, I think Ben Johnson wins. You could say the same thing about Liam Cohen. You could say the same thing about Kyle Shanahan in San Francisco. They've all done outstanding jobs this year, but again, I do think there is some playoff bias. Now, I know that the vote does get cut off well before. I don't know exactly when that is. But anyway, it'll probably be Mike Vrabel, and rightfully deserved. But you could also say there's a handful of guys that deserve that. So, NFL, you're in a good spot with some young coaches. Some people did some really amazing things. I mean, hell, you made the Jaguars good. Pretty decent. All right, we'll continue to talk. We're going to close out the show. Get your Ask the Bench questions in, and we will get to as many of those as we can. Promise you it'll be more than one if y'all get them in. Right here, off the bench.
Off the bench.
Cannonball. Couple months. I hope you're cannonballing into your brand new Russell Pool custom pool. Louisiana's leader. The name you think of when you think of the highest quality custom pools. Like, look, you've it's one of those things that you might have been thinking about a long time. Man, you got these young kids. I want a pool. I want to be the house. I want to be the house that everybody comes to. I want to host all the parties for the kids. I want them to be around me with everybody else. Well, you're going to need a pool for that. And if you're going to do it, make sure you're doing it with the best. RussellPools.com, Russell Pool Company. They've been doing it a long time. Their crew's amazing. 2 landscape architects right there on staff. So it's like, hey, look, give them a call. Say, I want a pool. Can I talk to you about the project? I don't really know what I want. Can you show me what you've done? Show me your gallery of work. Yeah, you can start that process at RussellPools.com. You can say, hey, I want this. I want these lights. I want this water feature. I just want a square. I want this color. Whatever it is, they can customize it. They can draw it, turn your dream into reality. They can draw it. They can engineer it. They can build it. They can maintain it. Everything. One-stop shop right there. RussellPools.com.
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
Welcome back here off the bench. I'll tell you about our friends over at Go Tommy's. Tommy's Windows, Doors, and Siding. Go to GoTommys.com. GEAUX, Tommys.com.
Hello, Tommy!
There we go. Perfect. If you got a project happening, if you are maybe renovating, maybe adding on, maybe building a new house, or maybe you just need to replace some siding, windows, doors, maybe you got a little rot happening, maybe a little termite damage you've been dealing with, whatever it is, give them a call, talk to you about the project. You're going to get some prices. You're going to talk to some folks, see which one you feel the best about. Make sure you give Tommy and his team a call. Let them show you, prove to you why they win awards every single year. Super Service Award winners every year since 2016. Just stacking those banners because they are the best in the business. Go check out their gallery work. Lifetime warranty on anything that they install. Go check them out. Give them a call. GoTommies.com. Winter Olympics. We've talked about it all day. Opening ceremonies tomorrow. Today is day -1. So that means they start some stuff today. Curling, mixed doubles, round robin starts today. Snowboarding, men's big air. Taylor, you said that was one of your favorites. Big air men's qualifications start today. And they got a little hockey, some women's hockey prelims happening today as well. So if you're looking for something to look at, a little background fodder in the office, a little something to watch tonight, got the Olympics starting next 2 weeks. Be locked in. USA, go America, dominate the world. Bring home the gold.
Hell yeah.
Would you say today is the week 0 of the Olympics?
Week 0. Tomorrow is week 0. Day 0. Today's -1. Hashtag Ash the Bench. Why did AFR get to go to the Super Bowl and not OTB? Well, that's the time situation. Morning show at 5 a.m. from San Francisco wouldn't have been that electric.
No.
Been an empty warehouse. Nobody to interview.
We tried to move the time around, but it didn't work with Jake's serious.
Oh,
schedule.
I just assumed Flynn made somebody mad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have any NFL connections or anything like that, so it would have been boring.
Would have been terrible.
Mm-hmm. Ask the Bench. Favorite soda to make a mixed drink with?
Sprite's pretty versatile.
Sprite? Yeah, Sprite's pretty versatile.
That's kinda
ginger
mine.
ale, actually, a little.
Similar, yeah.
I've had a whiskey and ginger ale before. Like a splash, though. Not a lot.
I don't think I ever use any sort of sodas when I'm drinking.
Yeah.
Just like regular soda, like club soda.
Yeah.
Or like a Topo.
Like the college one is like a Jack and Coke situation. Oh, did y'all ever have a 7 and 7?
Yeah, I've had 7
Up
with
with
Seagram's.
Seagram's. Yeah, there we go. I was looking for it. I was like, man, what is that 7 liquor? But My High's the answer.
Duh.
My High and a little vodka. It's a great walker. I call it a walker. You can drink it all day long, just walking around. Hey, we love you. Join us tomorrow, Friday, close it out. Off the Bench.
Off the bench.
All right. When it comes to your health, you want the best team on your side, and that team is Ochsner. Ochsner Medical. OchsnerMedical.com. From routine checkups, world-class specialty care, Ochsner's doctors, nurses, specialists are here for you, and they're here for your family right in your home. So if you need primary care, Ochsner's got you covered. Got a sports injury, need some heart care, orthopedics, women's, children's services, it doesn't matter. That is Ochsner. Leading medicine, advanced technology, and compassionate care, and it's all under one roof. And we've seen them. We know where they are. Locations across Louisiana. Ochsner locations across the Gulf South. And plus, don't forget, plus virtual visits as well. So if you got something wrong and you just like, oh man, I gotta drive and gotta do this or that. I don't have time for this. Gotta pick up the kids. Well, it's virtual visits, so go check them out online as well. Because whether you're cheering in the stands, grinding at work, just trying to stay healthy for the people that matter most, it's Ochsner. Every patient, every day. To learn more, visit Ochsner.org.